Howdy, howdy, what is up, Adventure Fitness friends? Fit soldiers near and far. We've got some fun stuff for you today. Legs, lower body, and core. We're going to dial it in, get you strong and feeling good, feeling great during this little home time. So, welcome to my home. Here we are. Let's get things dialed in and broken down. I'll break things down for you. We're going to be going, you can do some color coordination. We've got walking lunge in blue. 60 seconds on, 15 seconds off in blue. So you'll be doing walking lunge for 60 seconds. And then in the red, everything else will be in 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of transition. At the end of that, you can go 0 to 30-second rest. Going back to the top of that walking lunge, take that for 4 to 6 rounds. So here's what we've got. Walking lunge. If you've got the space, take it outside on the sidewalk. If you don't have the space, you can keep it in your living room and just do some lunges in place. So basic lunge is going to be a step out, drop this back knee, make sure both legs are loaded. We're not just heavy loading on that front leg. Okay, power out, step out, drop the back knee, power out, switching feet. Okay, so torso stays tall, back knee drops nice and low. Make sure again you're not drifting, falling forward in the torso. And only working that front leg, okay? Obviously, if you're walking, same thing, you've got momentum moving you forward, okay? So that's when we want to be extra intentional about not following that momentum, but making sure we're dropping into it. Okay, again, just from the front, dropping in and driving out. There's your walking lunge. Take that 60 seconds, 15 seconds of rest, going straight into the core. We've got a side plank for left, side plank for right. Elbow under shoulder. Okay, pack the shoulder in. Don't be sloppy and lazy with it. Pack it in. Be intentional and strong in the shoulder. We're going to keep shoulders open. So let's stack feet, slight bend in the knees, and when we pop up, we'll extend everything straight. Head, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. Straight in a line. Couple common things as people get tired. Shoulders will start to fall forward. Hips will start to drop back. Okay, and we lose that posture. So get as long as you can from ears to ankles. Open the shoulders up. I like to put a hand on my hip, put the hips forward. Okay? Nice, straight, strong, and long. If you need to modify this, drop this bottom knee to the ground, bend the bottom. Keep these thighs parallel to each other. Pop it up, core strong. Start here. So, side plank. You can take that to a high plank as well if you'd like. A little more balance issue going on here, but nice, strong in that core. You've got that for 2 rounds, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Then we go into a plank hip dip. So you're going to go elbows on the ground, elbows are shoulder width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. Commonly, I see people come in here and hold, but I want to see good posture. So open these hands up, keep hands shoulder width apart, thumbs to the ceiling, pop it up into a plank. Toes and feet nice close together. Okay, you're going to drop and dip to the side, come back up, dip over to the other side. Okay, so dipping side to side. Your toes may start to walk away from you. Just inch those up as you go if you need to. But keep elbows under shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. If the core, if you start to feel that low back sagging, the exercise starts to fall apart, we can lock this down. Okay, set the core and hold your plank. Okay, next step would be to go down to the knees. With both of those, you're not going to be moving. Use that as a progression as you get stronger to add into the mix. Okay, so straight, strong core, dipping hips side to side, walk down to solid plank, and then drop to the knees as you start to fatigue and can't keep on to that core. Single leg glute bridge. If you've got something to load up your hips, you can certainly use it. Put you on your back, heels on the ground. Okay, you can actually bring them a little closer because you go in single leg. And then knees roughly about 90 degrees. I like to match my thighs parallel to each other, palms up into the ceiling. If you put them up to your side, you'll cheat less and try not to push into the ground as much. So here we go, fire the glute, drive the hip. Okay, glutes on, glutes tight, drop it. Make sure when we drop it, we're still floating. Drive, drop, drive. Pay attention to halfway here because we'll go quick switch. And quick little 1 to 2 second squeeze, extra squeeze at the top, drop it, drive back up. Okay? So fire the glutes, drive the hips, make sure you're not pushing through your lower back, and you're getting that nice and strong. Prone cobra, okay? Here's one will help tackle and dial in this lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, triceps, lots of stuff going on here if you dial this in correctly. So you're on your stomach, nice and long, palms are together, okay? Clap your hands together from here. Peel your hands apart so your palms are facing up, and that's the direction you're going to be going back to. And I'll get to that a little more in just a second. So I'm going to peel my arms out, rotate these shoulders open, okay? Rotate them open, and then reach back towards my feet as much as I can. Notice, lower back has lifted my torso up. The rest of my back is opening the shoulders. As I twist these arms open as much as possible, reach down away from my ears as much as possible. I feel my triceps, my lats, my shoulders, my low back, mid back, everything is firing up and turning on. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, come back down, and back up. Okay? If you want to add a little bit to this, we can add some glutes into it, a little bit of hamstrings. As we open up that cobra, we're going to kick the feet wide. Okay? And come back down. Sometimes I call this a sea turtle. Okay? Open up, come back down and through. Okay, and then lastly, you've got toe touches. What do I call it? Plank toe touches. So back on your hands, back into your plank, high plank this time. Okay, feet a little wider. I'm going to hinge at my hips, reach my opposite toe, back to my plank. Stick this plank position, reach back, come back, reach back, come back. Shoulders stabilizing. A little stretch in your hips and hammies, and come back down, stick this plank. Okay, every time, make sure we don't come back sloppy and drop those hips. Dial in that core, get these legs rocking, and have a blasty blast. We'll see you soon.